If today's trailer and the recent news about Battlefield 6 is anything to go by, then this latest entry in the series is on its way for a pretty nice comeback. Of course, one can only speculate, we just need the teams to deliver. Season 3 arrives on May the 12th, taking us back to Goal Mode and Bazaar. Updated, new names, and a lot more going on than the originals. On the surface, appearing to play quite similar, but once we dive into the details, I think we're going to see a much more varied kind of gameplay here than we've seen in the previous iterations. New weapons and new locations, of course. Let's have a gander and discuss what they've shown so far. Do be sure to sit back, crank up the quality, relax, and do be sure to drop a like on your way out. There is the new sniper rifle, the L115, a much needed welcome addition if you ask me. I love my trusty ESR, but I'm definitely itching for a new experience when it comes to sniping. Talking of which, can we take out the sweet spot? Let's go back to BF5, headshots only. I think the game would play out so much better. Also, we'll be getting the classic M16A4. The iron sights on that one look really old school, and I could see this being quite the fan favorite, particularly around these new built-up areas. You know, I do hope we see a lot of people using this and with the iron sights. A lot of people are using the same kind of weapons with the same kind of sights right now. And, you know, picking up something like this, I think it really freshens up the gameplay. Of course, we'll get a new SMG, the PP19 as well. I imagine this will play similar to the PP we've seen in Battlefield 2042. You'll probably want to stick a decent extended mag on that one, probably a red dot sight, and you'll be sorted. Honestly, I think this weapon might dominate up close. I think it's going to be a fan favorite. And of course, lastly, a new LMG, the RPK-74M. Now, just look at how far these jets are out here. That's the Battlefield teams flexing right there. Unlike the maps we've seen so far, air combat is going to take place across the battlefield now in a variety of places not seen before, at least in Battlefield 6, and much further out at times from the key objective areas. So if you're in a vehicle, you'll be seeing way different gameplay now, especially on Goal Mode. That should change up the air-to-air combat and vehicle armor gameplay as well. And infantry as well too, you know? With these maps being bigger, air combat taking place all over the place, infantry should have a much more easier time in some ways, and more variety of gameplay going on there as well. No doubt you'll still be targeted, but this does open up so many more opportunities for more variety in gameplay. While Goal Mode does potentially show us the scale of Battlefield 6 going forward, can we just take a moment out here and talk about Cairo Bazaar? This map is looking absolutely gorgeous. Just look at these screenshots and gameplay, guys. This is just stunning. There was some criticism here in the last video where people are saying, oh, it's just going to be Cairo 2.0. But no, this is a new map. This looks gorgeous. It looks so much better than the original Grand Bazaar. Of course, that was a beautiful map back in the day. But on the surface here, this is looking gorgeous. The sunlight coming in there, the lighting, it's just beautiful. I'm really looking forward to seeing how this looks on my 4K monitor. We do get to see a nice look into how the armor is going to work on Bazaar here. Raging through the map here and destroying a wall 2 players are currently spraying up. I don't know about sprays. I'm not against them. It's an interesting choice. Question is, can we have our own custom sprays? How is this all gonna work, you know? Is it just a trailer? Nah, we're gonna be doing that as well, surely. Plenty of micro destruction throughout here as well. We do get a nice look at this structure coming down as well. I'm not sure if you can actually get up there in the actual game though. And the question is, how is the damage going to work here? Do you remember in the original Grand Bazaar, you could shoot an RPG at the buildings, they would come down, damage the opponents. Is it going to be an insta-kill? Is it going to be a tactical element to take out people on objectives? It's going to be interesting to see how this has all been designed in other modes like Rush and Breakthrough and Conquest as well. How is it going to play out on the objectives? That's something I can't wait to see. If they get it right, it could really open up some nice gameplay opportunities here. The scaffolding here appears to be baked in. That's as in not something you can actually destroy. So I'm not sure if we can actually bring that down ourselves. Scaffolding, personally, I don't know about that. We've had some issues with roof campers. If you can get up here, get on the roofs, that's probably going to be a problem. But you know, the dev teams are really on this right now, and I don't think that is going to be an issue. Now, going back to Goal Mode, Of course, we have the addition of the train once again. Being a flag itself, this will drive the action back and forth across the map and shift the balance as time goes on. If you watch my streams, you've definitely heard me talking about the lack of a tug of war, and this train right here can add to that. Personally, I think some maps really suffer from not having a tug of war across them. Often they can be quite one-sided. You've probably seen this in Breakthrough. Manhattan Bridge is a good example, so it's nice to see the train coming back and hopefully shifting the balance across this map. Now, what's really got me excited, not just for gold mode, but for future maps here, is the fields. I know that on the surface doesn't really sound that exciting, but just hear me out for a second. There is a field here, various fields with a variety of flowers and produce and such, and it kind of reminds me of Arras from Battlefield 5, where run and gun was not the main way to play the game. These areas become new and exciting places you can run through, hide within, and even sneak behind enemy lines with. Especially with the walls along these areas, they'll provide cover and ways to conceal yourself, and there is going to be different elevations throughout the map, which provide many different ways and opportunities to engage with your opponents. Something that is very much missing from many of the maps in this game right now. Now, on gold mode, really excited about that, but the question is, if this is going to be a kind of design choice here, is that going to be a design choice going forward on new maps, new seasons, new content? Because if it is, I'm really excited for that. We need variety in the gameplay, different ways to play the game, and this is shaping up to look really nice here. Obviously, we are a week away, and we can have a look there and see how it actually plays out. If you didn't play Arras from BF5, there's lots of fields, lots of tall grass and plants and such, and you can use it to flank your opponents, hide from your opponents, and especially hide from vehicles. So the question is that going to be a thing going forward? I hope so. I think it would really add to the game. So it's looking really cool. It's old but new, retro but modern. Honestly, visually, to me, this map is a work of art. It just looks stunning. I hope come release we can say the same about how it actually plays. Now, if you take these maps, tweak the gunplay, as they've mentioned, along with the vehicles as well. We're up for a really nice season here. Really nice. And that could set us up for the rest of the game. Question is, we need a main meal to go along with this. More seasons, more maps, and a cheeky dessert would be nice too. This right now, it kind of feels like a bit of a starter. Not that I'm expecting little content. I think there's a nice bit of content here for this season. But I'm looking for a big main meal, more seasons, more maps, more stuff going on. But we need a much more fleshed out game. Don't know about you guys, but BF6 at times, it's a good game, but it's so close to being great. And if they carry on these changes here throughout the seasons, throughout new maps, I think it could be an absolute banger. Now, there is some more stuff here as well. Fan favorite Obliteration is returning too, which is a very competitive mode where players fight over control of a bomb, which can be used to arm and destroy an MCOM station. If you like competitive modes, you'll probably enjoy this as well. If you're looking for more chaos in your public matches, then this is definitely one not to miss. Ranked Battle Royale, of course, is returning as we know. I won't be 100% sure, but this could be a revamped final victory screen here. Cannot confirm it myself, but if so, another welcome change here that this game very much needed. If you don't play BR, at the end, you win the game and it's just pretty much over. Kind of like Firestorm back in Battlefield 5 Battle Royale. And, it's just not that satisfying. Once you get the win, once you've survived an entire round, you want to feel it. You want to feel like, wow, we did this. So something a little like that, celebrating your win, I think is necessary. That is about it for this one. I've rambled a little bit. There is plenty of skins throughout this, by the way. If you spotted them, let me know if I missed anything else. A bit more of a little discussion here, and just some thoughts straight from my heart. So, Battlefields, it's been a bumpy ride with this game. It started off feeling pretty strong. It's been up and down, but I'm excited for what the teams are making here. I think it's looking pretty good, but they just gotta deliver. Anyway, guys, I appreciate you watching. Do be sure to drop a like on your way out. And I'll see you guys in Season 3. Catch you later.